is the VOA Special English Economics Report.
This is the VOA Special English Economic Report.
In early April, President Obama announced his plans to seek re-election in November of next year.
In
In an email to supporters, Mr. Obama said, the race may not reach full speed for a year or more. But he said the work of building the campaign must start today. Some of that work will depend on how many jobs are created in the months ahead. Mr. Obama welcomed a report that the United States economy added 216,000 jobs in March. The unemployment rate dropped 0.1% for the second straight month. The unemployment rate edged down to 8.8%, the lowest in 2 years. And some economists say spring may be the start of better news to come. Consumer spending has been increasing. Stephen Hess is a political scientist who studies the presidency at the Brookings Institution in Washington. He says the next election will more than anything else depend on employment in the United States. Labor Secretary Hilda Solis pointed out that the economy has added jobs for 12 months in a row. She says the economy has added a million and a half private sector jobs. But she added, we need to continue to not lose sight of where we need to go to increase opportunities for people to get employed in new jobs. President Obama has filled a top job in his party as he prepares to seek a second term. He chose Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz of Florida to head the Democratic National Committee. She replaces Tim Kaine, who plans to run for the Senate from Virginia.
From Virginia.
Next year.
Next year.
Among Republicans.
Among Republicans,
Former Minnesota Governor.
former Minnesota Governor
Tim Pawlenty.
Tim Pawlenty
Recently formed a committee.
Recently formed a committee
To explore a presidential.
To explore a presidential
Campaign.
campaign.
Several other Republicans.
Several other Republicans
Are also considering races.
Are also considering races
For their party's nomination.
For their party's nomination.
The latest jobs report.
The latest jobs report
Showed that 13.5 million
showed that 13.5 million Americans
remained unemployed.
Remain unemployed
In March.
In March.
Another concern
Another concern
is that oil prices
is that oil prices
remained over $100
remain over $100
a barrel.
a barrel.
High energy prices
High energy prices
could threaten the recovery
could threaten the recovery
from the recession.
from the recession.
In another development,
In another development,
Portugal became the latest member
Portugal became the latest member
of the European Union
of the European Union
with heavy debts
with heavy debts
to request emergency loans.
to request emergency loans.
Portugal joined Greece
Portugal joined Greece
and Ireland,
and Ireland,
which have also received aid.
which have also received aid.
Portuguese
Opposition parties
refused to accept
budget cuts
proposed by Prime Minister
Jose Socrates.
For VOA Special English,
For VOA Special English,
I'm Carolyn Presutti.
I'm Carolyn Presutti.